Howdy, and welcome to our 2023 HowdyBot Shop Tour, our 2022 Shop Tour sequel.
Today we are going through our shop, but we are showing some of our new machines with new demonstrations, more people, and a repurposed room which everybody loves.
Let's get started. Howdy, Bondin.
Howdy.
So what are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on polishing up the robot CAD for public release.
That's great. For a viewing audience, can you tell us what CAD is?
So CAD stands for Computer-Aided Design, and it allows anyone to visualize what they want to make in a 3D space without having to actually commit real resources to it.
And what software do the Howdy bots use for CAD?
So we use Onshape for CAD. It allows for easy collaboration and on most devices because it's not intensive.
So how do we use CAD for HowdyBots?
On HowdyBots, we use CAD to visualize what the entire robot will look like as a whole and how everything will fit together in the end.
And why do we always start our process with CAD?
We always start our process with CAD because it allows us to quickly iterate through different designs and make quick prototypes without having to commit a ton of resources or risking anything.
Cool. Thanks for answering our questions.
No problem.
Thanks. So you might have noticed that the intake plates on Sidewinder were very exact. This year we were able to make them very quickly using our new laser.
Hi, Scott.
Hi.
We were coming to check out the laser. What are you making?
I'm making a few more of the badges we give out at competitions. A lot of teams do button trading, and instead of making buttons, we make our own laser cut wood badges that we give out.
Cool. So, just so you know, the laser is brand new for the team this year. I was just wondering, Scott, why did we decide to purchase it for our machine shop?
In past years, we have needed some pieces laser cut, and we had other teams in the community that we could give them the files and they would cut it for us. So we saw what that did for their robots in terms of their competitiveness. So we decided it was time to invest in our team by getting this and able to use it for making our own parts as well as rapid prototyping of parts.
And what did we use the laser for this season?
Besides doing lots of rapid prototyping off wood to see if our designs fit, we also used it heavily for major parts of our robot, primarily the intake. This season, we went through 6 different iterations of that intake. In fact, there was one day in build season, we actually did 3 iterations in one day. And with the laser, that just took basically an hour for 3 iterations, whereas on our Shoko, that could have taken the 1 day, if not 2, to get that many iterations.
Thank you, Scott.
Now, moving on to mechanical, home to our manufacturing, assembly, and all of our industrial machines.
First, let's go pay a visit to Sarah at the Shoko.
Hi, Sarah. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
What are you up to?
I'm cutting out a sign for outside in the Shoko.
And what does the Shoko do?
It uses that drill bit in there to cut precise and robust pieces for the robot or whatever else we may need.
Okay, so why do we use the Shoko instead of the laser?
Well, as I said, it cuts more robust pieces, whereas the laser is better for precision.
And what did we do with the Shoko this season?
We used it mainly to cut out the Lexan pieces for our robot, I believe.
Thank you, Sarah.
Can you show me how the Shoko works?
Yes. So what we do is we upload a toolpath to this computer here, and then we would turn the spindle on and let it go.
Got it.
Thanks. Hi, Daniel.
Sup?
So, what are you doing?
I'm facing off a block right now.
And can you tell us what the Haas does?
So the Haas does multiple operations quickly and precisely on our metal items, and it does this through this program called Autodesk Fusion 360. So it does multiple operations, including facing off. You have drilling, you have chamfering, you have milling, and then you can turn blocks like this into parts like this.
Cool. So, do you have any specific examples of parts we made using the Haas in this previous season?
So here we have a prototype intake we used last year. We have our base prototyping bar, which we use every year because it's set up where you can add anything you want, from motors to neons, and you just pop it in, and it's great. Here's some other parts. We got this. It's pretty cool.
All right. Could you give us a quick demonstration of how to use the house?
Yeah, no problem. There we go.
That was very helpful. Thank you, Daniel. Now moving on to the lathe.
Oh.
Hi, Lydia.
Hi.
What are you up to?
I am making some wheels for Shrinky Dink right now.
And can you tell us why we use the lathe?
Yeah, we use the lathe. We like to turn a lot of our hex shafts and just round parts on the lathe, and like spacers and shafts.
All right. So can you give us some examples of parts on Sidewinder that we've made with the lathe?
This year, one of the big ones was we had these cap stands, which helped us rig our elevator. That was really cool to make. It took a while, but these were really cool. And then another thing we did a lot is, I don't know if I have it, but we put grooves in our hex shafts, so that we could put these little like snap rings on, which was really cool to hold shafts in place. Yeah. Oh, I do have them actually, yeah.
So is it difficult to learn how to use the lathe?
I would say yes and no. It's an easy concept, but it's kind of hard to learn how, like, all the like little details about it, and how it works.
Got it.
Great.
Thanks.
Thanks, Leah.
Okay, so now that we've seen many of the machines that we use to manufacture all our parts, let's go see how we put them all together with electrical and assembly.
Hi, Diego.
Hello.
So what are you doing?
I'm assembling a spare intake.
Okay, can you tell us why manufacturing and assembly are separated?
Manufacturing deals a lot more with the high-end machinery, like our Haas and Lathe, while the assembly deals a lot more with simple tools, like the tools I'm holding right now, and just helps a lot more with like 3D imaging.
So what's the toughest part on Sidewinder, would you say, to assemble?
I would say it had to be the elevator because you have to pass the string through specific capstones and hex shafts, so that way it remains tension throughout the whole match as it extends and de-extends.
Thank you. Hi, Melina.
Oh, hey guys.
What are you doing?
I'm checking for loose wiring on our backup swerve base for Sidewinder.
Wow, that's a lot of wires. How often do you have to check up on them?
We have to check for loose wiring after every match, because if a wire comes loose during a match, then our robot stops working.
All right, so what's your favorite part about electrical?
All of it. I mean, how interesting everything comes together and works. If something stops working, then the whole thing stops working. So.
All right, thanks for answering our questions.
Hi, Jackson and Malachi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm creating a remotely accessible thermostat for the shop.
And I am working on refactoring some of the code for our robot.
All right. And Malachi, a question for you. What was the hardest part about programming last year?
So one problem we consistently had throughout the entire season was making sure that our autonomous routines remained functional and consistent.
And what language do we program in and why?
We program primarily in Java because it's supported by First and has all the tools and stuff that makes it easy and simple to make a robot.
All right. Cool. What's something new about this year's programming as compared to last year's?
So There are two main things we did this year that were not in previous years. One, this is the first year we've ever put lights on a robot, and those ended up being very important to driving this year, so we're definitely going to do that again. And this is the first year that April tags have been a thing in the game, and so we've had to figure out how to use those to the fullest of that we can.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. So now that we've figured out and seen how we design, program, and manufacture the robot, let's go see it in action.
Hey, Jack and Quinn.
Hi.
Hey.
So what are y'all doing?
We're doing some drive practice right now.
So I have to ask, why is it important that we practice driving before competition?
So when we drive the robot, it allows us to test out the mechanisms as well as refine our strategy on the field.
Okay. And here in the shop, we only have room for a partial field. I was just wondering, how do y'all work around that limitation?
Yeah, so we've also gone over to 2468 and the 6800 shops. They've got a full field, and it also gives us an opportunity to practice other robots in the field. So we're super thankful to those teams for sharing their space with us.
Okay, cool.
It's great to see that other teams are willing to help out. Now, thank you. Can we get a driving demonstration?
Of course.
Sure. Enabling. Go high. Do you want to do a cube or?
Why not?
High.
We can call that good.
Yeah, we could call that good.
Are we just doing drive practice now?
And we can go for a mid so we can like prove that we can do it.
Okay, we have one last part of the shop tour to visit. Our business team.
The business team works in the shop's office. The rest of the team rarely gets to see them during shop hours.
In addition to our laser this year, we have one more exciting purchase, the air conditioning unit. The Texas summer gets really hot.
Let's go check the business team now.
Hey Miles, what are you doing?
Hi, I'm writing the master script for the upcoming Howdython.
Howdython that's running right now? Can you tell us how it works?
That's the magic of video.
Do we do a lot of writing in the Howdybots?
Yes. Outside of writing for the Howdython and other events, we also write for awards as well as informational supplements that we give to sponsors, parents, and anyone else interested in the team.
Cool. Lena, how about you?
I'm working on updating our brand colors for the next season.
We've had these colors since 2017. Why are we changing them now?
Before, they weren't print safe, and so they didn't look right on our t-shirts.
Can we get a sneak peek?
Sure.
Cool.
What about you, Victoria? What are you doing?
I'm working on a new social media post for the upcoming Howdython.
Upcoming Howdython? I'm so confused.
What social medias do we use?
We use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and we have our website.
Wow, that's so cool. The business team does so many different things. Thank you all for sharing. Bye now.
Bye.
All right, so that was the last part of the shop that we had to share.
There really are a lot of moving parts to an FRC team.
Thanks for watching.